hardworking coordinators who use PETA's resources to help grassroots activists.
This is a little protest going on at the Capitol for no more factory farms.
As a former employment-based investigator,
I guess I'm kind of neutral on the situation, but
as an opportunity to help not only
you know,
millions of unborn families,
I eat animals, you know, but factory farming is a little disturbing. So I guess even though these people are probably super liberal, I could probably support them on this situation. I like to eat my animals free range, you know what I mean?
Bill and for inviting me here to speak today, because I believe that Assembly Bill 2764 will benefit every single Californian. Even the people who oppose the bill will benefit from our air not smelling any more like death and feces than it already does. They'll benefit from our water not being wasted to wash blood off of slaughterhouse floors, or to raise cattle who consume exponentially more water than human beings. And they will benefit by this bill mitigating the worsening California wildfires that President Biden has called an emergency that we can no longer ignore. Now, I'm not saying that commercial factory farms and slaughterhouses and the people who own or operate them are arsonists, but they do use our resources in an unsustainable way. After a cow consumes enough grains and corn to feed more than a dozen people in a single day, their bodies digest that. And as they digest, they emit a dangerous greenhouse gas called methane. And this methane is responsible for the worsening California fires. Because pound for pound, methane traps significantly more heat in our atmosphere than carbon dioxide does. And the number one source, according to the Environmental Protection Agency, the number one source of methane emissions in the United States is the animal agriculture industry. So opposing this bill would be rolling out the red carpet for more giant factory farms and commercial slaughterhouses to use our resources and destroy our land and poison our air. I won't have it. And then there's the animals who are provided so few protections. And even the protections they do have are often overlooked or ignored or just outright violated. For example, the Humane Slaughter Act states that cows and pigs must be rendered insensible to pain by a single blow or shot or electric or chemical means, rapid, effective means, prior to being shackled, hoisted, cast, or cut. But PETA can point to multiple examples of a single blow not being. Because PETA monitors USDA's inspection reports, and when we see repeat violations, we bring them to the attention of the leadership of those companies, we bring them to the media, and we bring them to the authorities when applicable. And just last week, at JBS Slaughterhouse, USDA reports show that 6 cows failed to be rendered insensible to pain by a single blow. That means that these 6 individuals were conscious and in excruciating pain as subsequent bolts were fired into their skulls. And right now, millions of animals are suffering in filthy, crowded, windowless sheds right here in California. And this bill won't do anything to end their suffering, but it will prevent the suffering of future generations from experiencing the same fate. And I think that's a pretty good place to start.
Thank you so much, Matt. Up next, we have Leah. Leah is an organizer with Extinction Rebellion San Francisco. She's worked on a variety of campaigns around climate justice and fossil fuel divestment. So please join me in welcoming Leah.
And I think when it gets to climate justice, this is where Phil McCracken checks out.
Good morning, everybody.
I'll see you guys.